Hi, everybody. I'm here with the miserable liberal, Steph Zamorano and Ron Placone.
Hola.
Howdy.
So, Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren criticized Barack Obama for taking, he came back into public life. His first act is to take $400,000 from a bank, symbolic of how the people who are supposed to represent the people are actually in bed with the people that are screwing the people. Did you get that, people?
We're for the people.
We're for the people. And Barack Obama is in bed with the people, screwing the people. So that's the kind of people he is. So here is Debbie Wasserman Schultz. She's asked about this, right? So Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. So let's watch this.
It's not a good idea. And, I'm sorry that President Obama made that choice. I just think it is distasteful.
Well, I was troubled by that. One of the things I talk about in the book is the influence of money. I describe it as a snake that slithers through Washington, and that it shows up in so many different ways here in Washington.
I mean, of all people to question whether or not they question their commitment to getting money out of politics.
Of all the people to question someone's commitment, it would be the people not taking money from the people. Of all the people to question. Now, just remember who Debbie Wasserman Schultz is. She's a person who's in bed with payday loan people, the scum of the earth. So for her to try to say that someone else shouldn't be questioning someone, it's like it's horrible. I don't even want to. It's horrible. It's like Chris Christie doing anything. It's horrible. She had to resign because she's so unethical. She got caught being a liar and a cheater. Remember every time she came on TV and told people that she was being neutral in the primary? She was lying. She repeatedly lied on television to the American people over and over and over. Not a little lie, a lie about her screwing them. That's who she is. Okay. And now she's going to try and wag her finger at Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders. So anybody who goes against money is going to get a tongue lashing from the establishment, even if it's Elizabeth Warren.
To really making sure that
It's tough that they played Elizabeth Warren because now she can't just reflexively call them sexists, because that's what she would do. She would say they're violent. She compared Bernie Sanders supporters to Trump supporters. Debbie Wasserman Schultz did that. So now that it's Elizabeth Warren, she can't just go and call them sexist and racist and violent, which is what they did.
Restored integrity to the political finance process.
But he's talking specifically about banks, right?
Look, it is none of anyone's business what someone who is a member of the private sector decides to accept in terms of compensation.
Wait a second. I thought he was still the leader of the party. That's what Nancy Pelosi just said. Obama's still the leader.
2 weeks ago,
Obama and Clinton are still the leaders.
2 weeks ago on Face the Nation, she was asked who's the leader of the party. Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama are the leaders. That's what she just said. Now Debbie Wasserman said they're private people. Why do they care? So who does this work with? Because no one's at home going, "Oh, that's right, I was upset, but Barack Obama's private now." That's right, that is okay. No one. That's how dumb they are. So now not only do you come off looking like she looks right now, by the way, they know inside the Hillary campaign that she's bad on TV, that when you look at her, you're repulsed. I'm repulsed listening to her. Just her on television is repulsive because she's an obvious liar. She has no integrity, and she comes off like a cantankerous, cranky liar, which is what she is. Turns out that's exactly what Debbie Wasserman Schultz is. She's a cheater and a liar, and she does it at the top of her lungs. And what is she defending? Corruption. And what is she using? Gaslighting. It's none of your business. What? I thought Donald Trump was a private citizen when he was talking with Russia. No? Was he a private citizen or no? He wasn't a private citizen?
with all due respect to anyone who chooses to comment publicly on what Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, or anyone earns as a member of the private sector, it's just like MYOB. It's none of your business.
So how this, by the way, she used to be the leader of the party. Can you believe someone as fucking tone deaf as that? As dumb? Talk about a tin ear. Like, you want to know why Hillary Clinton lost to Donald Trump? That's why. She was the head of the DNC. She leaned on her for ideas and direction. Do you see that this is what they think? They don't have no idea. This is the opposite of what you're supposed to do. This is the opposite of what... So she comes on, dons a horrible demeanor and personality, which is repulsive and off-putting, instead of being conciliatory and saying, I know this is horrible, and yeah, we got to get... She does the exact opposite. At the top of her lungs, at full speed, she defends blatant, transparent corruption. It's corrupt... Frickin' Aaron Burnett is calling you out on it. That's how bad it is. Aaron Burnett, who mocked the Occupy Wall Street people by saying, what do they want anyway? She wouldn't walk the 40 fucking feet from her office to ask them. So that's, you want to see how, then this has nothing to do with Russia. This has nothing to do with the WikiLeaks. This has nothing to do, but this is just her being horrible, full speed, in the spotlight. Do you want to know why the Democrats are wiped out? This, defending corruption at the top of your lungs. Like a moron.
And you know what?
This is the kind of stuff. This is your Neera Tandons. This is your Joan Walshes. This is your Rachel Maddows. This is who these are. This is who the Robbie Mooks, John Podesta. This is your Howard Dean. That's who these people are now. They're completely corrupt criminals who defend corruption, screwing over of the American populace at the top of their lungs. They're the worst of the worst because they pretend to be the opposite. Trump puts the head of Exxon in his cabinet. He's not trying to fool anybody what his agenda is. They put Tom Perez at the head of the DNC. We'll have a Hispanic screw over people. We'll have a Hispanic be a corporatist, huh? We had a black woman who was a corporatist who screwed over the people. We had Donna Brazil do that. Now we'll have a Mexican guy, Hispanic guy do it. Before that, we had this white woman do it. Anything?
Well, I was just going to say that the whole idea where she starts and she says, of all people... Like, immediately, I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I want to say, Debbie, of all people, you of all people. And then if she starts to think, look, like, come on, if anybody ever turns to you during a debate about social relevant issues and they start with, look.
There's some shit coming.
Yeah, it's a bunch of shit. Oh, and there was one
All
more
she needed to add was, I'm not racist, but
yes, exactly. And you know what? I know what I wanted to say. The whole idea that I shouldn't care how much public officials are earning after they leave office or while they're in office or while they're planning to get into office. Guess what? I think Americans get to know how much money Wall Street is giving you and the pharma industry is giving you.
This is the same woman who's been screaming about, we want Donald Trump's tax returns. Where's Donald Trump's tax returns? Wasn't he a private citizen? It's mind your own business, Debbie. So it just goes to show you that she can't even concoct a lie without revealing herself. What a fucking amateur liar. She's not even good at lying. Like, she's dumb, right? Like, this is dumb, just bad at it. She's so bad and dumb that they lost to Donald Trump. They got wiped out in the House. They're wiped out. And what did she go? Hey, maybe I should stop being less likable. Maybe I should try to be likable instead of being repulsive to anyone except a maniac like John Podesta or Hillary Clinton. The only people you're not repulsive. I'm going to bet Debbie Wasserman Schultz is repulsive to herself. I'm going to say she goes home and watches herself and just throws up. Like, I can't believe what I've become. What's wrong with me?
She plays Hurt in the background, the Johnny Cash version, so she really lets it in.
I just don't understand why she even is relevant. Like, she needs to go away. She shouldn't be speaking on behalf of any Democrat platform ever. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, go away.
So, Steph, you bring up a good point. Why is Debbie Wasserman Schultz continuing to go on TV and turn people off to the Democratic Party? Because that's what she's doing. She's not turning people. No one's going to watch this interview and go, I want to become a Democrat. No. People are going to go, holy shit, do I hate those people. They're repulsive. This is their leader. They stand up for corruption now. So why does she keep going on TV? Because it was revealed, WikiLeaks revealed that they know she's bad on TV and that people don't like her. She's not likable, just like Hillary Clinton. Nobody likes you. And the more you talk, the less people like you. So they know this about her. She knows this about her. Yet she can't stay off TV, knowing going on TV actually hurts her party. It's all about her. Just like Hillary Clinton, it's all about, even the French election, somehow about Hillary Clinton. It's all about Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and she doesn't give a shit about you. And I'm going to keep coming on TV because it makes my ego feel better. And I don't care if it hurts the Democratic Party. I don't care if it hurts the left. I don't care if it turns everybody in the world off. I'm going to keep acting like this, defending corruption, and I'm going to keep going on TV, even though I'm repulsive. And it's not like she doesn't know she's repulsive. She's repulsive and she knows it.
Well, and another side note here that I think is worth mentioning, like even though it's like kind of like another off thing, is that this is also a reflection of the corporate media that has 24 hours to fill and doesn't give a hoot about actual investigative journalism. Let's ask Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren what they think about Obama taking the money. Okay, now that we did that, time for a new segment. Let's ask Debbie Wasserman Schultz what she thinks about what Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren had to say about Obama taking the money. It's just a
yes.
echo chamber of opining.
Okay. Great job. Is there anything else to say?
So you think even though, look, the banks are bigger than they were, none of that matters to you at this point?
I trust.
No bank CEO.
You know when you're when you're too corrupt for Erin Burnett. Isn't her husband I'm pretty sure her husband's a hedge fund manager. Can you check that out?
Look.
Erin Burnett. I'm almost positive, or maybe she was. Look it up. We're going to check this out. Erin Burnett could not be more in the tank for Wall Street and the establishment, and even she's like, come on. This is stupid. The banks are bigger. Everybody knows it. They didn't re-regulate them. And now he's taking his first thing back is taking $400,000 from them. Come on.
Where did you learn how to be subtle? I'm way better at this than you.
So Steph just looked it up. Her husband is, what's his name?
David Rubulata.
And what is his position?
Citigroup exec.
He's an executive at Citigroup. So Erin Burnett's husband is a Citigroup executive. She's calling her. And it's too corrupt for her.
Right.
And there's everyone else. Hey, it's not anybody's goddamn business what we do with how much money we take from the banks right after we get out of office. Turns out it is everyone's business. You freckin' knucklehead, you corrupted maniac. Would you go repulse people in the private sector now?